Hi everyone, hope you all are doing well. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about how we can integrate our NoCodeBackend MCP with Codex. So I'll just go to Codex, and this is by OpenAI. So this is again a vibe coding tool where you can just provide the prompts and you can create an application for you. And now we'll see how we can actually integrate our MCP server so that we can prompt it to directly create a database and like link it with the application or the front end layer. So first, let's go back to NoCode backend. I'll go to API tokens here and I'll just first create a token. So let me give it a name as Codex or whatever name you want to give, you can give it. I'll click on create token and this is my token. I'll just copy to clipboard and please make sure you save it somewhere because after you click on done, it will not be visible again. I'll just copy this. Done. Now let me go back to Codex. I'll go to settings. There you will see the MCP servers. Click on that. And here you will click on add server. Now here we'll choose the streamable HTTP. And here we need to provide the URL. I need this URL. Copy this, go back here, paste this. Beer token variable, we'll just keep it blank. We do not need to put anything here. Now on the headers, if I go back, you see we need to provide the authorization header here. So just click here, authorization. Please make sure your spelling is correct. It should be just like that, authorization with Z here, not S. Now value should be bearer, and then you need to paste the token. So bearer space. Okay, now give your MCP server a name. You can give it any name again you want. I'll give it let's say NoCodeBackend MCP. Okay, but you can give it any name you want. Click on save. Click on restart so that it's all saved properly. Now I'll just go back. Let's try this. Just click on a project. Let's create a new project here. And within that, we'll try to use our backend, NoCodeBackend MCP. First, let's click on backslash here and you can find the MCP action here. This is just to see the status of the MCP and we can see our NoCodeBackend MCP server is enabled, which just confirm whether our MCP connections was successful or not. Close this. Now, we can ask it any questions we want related to our MCP, or we can directly ask it to create a database for us. So I'll first of all just ask a general question. Use NoCodeBackend MCP and tell me how many databases are left. So let's see if we understand this or not. So it is now going to use the NoCodeBackend MCP. And it is going to use the list databases tool which we provide within our MCP. I'll click on allow. So it is giving me you have 367 databases left. We have current usage of 133 created out of 500. I'll just go back to verify this. And if you see at the top bar, it is actually correct. We have used 133 databases out of 500. And if you do a math here, subtraction, you will find 367 databases are left, which means it is now actually picking everything from our account, NoCodeBackend account. This means this MCP connection has been successful now with Codex. Now it can actually ask me to create a database or an application and like use MCP tool to create a database. I'll just ask it create library management app and create a database using our NoCodeBackend MCP. So what I'm expecting is it should create a full-fledged front-end application and the backend should be managed by NoCodeBackend MCP here. Now it is running this command create database, and if I expand this, you will find the entire schema it has created. Okay, So all the tables and columns it has created using this tool. Now I'll click on allow, and it should start creating that database for us. And we'll later on verify this by going back to NoCode backend. So you can see it has created the database, this database here, and it is actually going to now create the full-fledged application using the integration details provided by NoCode backend. So NoCode backend actually also returns the front end kind of proxy endpoints and the designing requirements as well based on the database. So heavy lifting is already taken care by NoCode backend here. In the meantime, we'll just go back to verify. So this is the database. I'll go back. I'll just go to my databases, and you can just see this database got created, and I can just click on edit to see the schema here. There you go. It has created all these tables, and all the linkings and the constraints are also created right properly here, and the row level security is also implemented, which means this database was actually created using the built-in auth provided by NoCode backend. So this is really good. I'll just go back here, and it is now actually scaffolding the entire application for us. All right, so the application has been completed by Codex, and it has used all the instructions and the tools provided by NoCode backend. So npm run build, so everything has been validated. It's running fine, right? And yeah, here it is. Here's the link. It is running on localhost 3000. So I'll just go back to Chrome and run this localhost 3000. And you can see it has created this page, and NoCode backend powered library desk looks pretty clean and slick. Just sign up. So I can name it as, let's say, NCB, and set a password here as well. Very nice. So the password is also, the account is created successfully, and this is a kind of backend desk here, like where you can manage your library. What is this? This is a refresh. Okay, so in case some data is not refreshed, we can click this to get this refreshed. This is the logout option. So what we have, let's try to create a book. Game of Thrones. I just forgot the author. Who's the author? Oh, that's it. GOT. I just forgot. Let's give it any name, a number. So this is a fiction, right? Yeah. Year. What's the year? It's been 10 years, right, for Game of Thrones. So it should be 2016 or 2015. I'm not sure. How many copies do we have? We have 100 of copies for Game of Thrones. So let's add the book. Wow, so book got created, data got updated immediately. Very nice. What is this? Circulation. Okay, so it may mean like whom do we have issued the book. So let's pick this book. Member. Okay, so we have to create a member first. Let's say I'm going to create a member here. support@mcp.com. Oh, public, student, faculty, rights. Very nice. Let's say it's student. I'll add a member, and the member got created successfully. So you can see here one member. Now let's issue this book. Now the beautiful part of this application is, as soon as I create a member or a book, they get issued immediately or they get reflected immediately into the drop down values. I do not have to reload this page, right? So what I actually want you guys is to understand how to do the connection with Codex, because most of the folks have this doubt: how do we integrate MCP with Codex? So we did not had this tutorial before, but now we have this. So I hope you guys understand how to do that. And yeah, you can go and you can create any other application you want. This was just a kind of small demo I wanted to show, and just to check whether our MCP is actually following our instructions or not, right? Let's go to no-code backend actually, and go to records here to see the records. And there you go, we have the records properly. You see the user ID as well, who created this record, okay? And what other tables we have? We have books as well, right? So we have Game of Thrones, right? Copies total, copies available. So let's update this copies total. Let's say we just have one copy. Keep it updated. Okay, now let me go here and let's refresh this. Okay, so you see the values also got updated, right? So everything is in sync now, and this is working pretty well. Now let's try to issue this book, this member. Just type anything, click issue loan. So book has been loaned. Now you see the status changed to borrowed because no additional copies are left. So this means 0 copies are left now out of 1. So if I return this, then all these copies are back, right? If I just click on return there, it should be 1 again. Yeah. So it's returned. That means the book has been returned back. Now 1 out of 1 copies are again left, and the status goes to available. Nice. So looks pretty good. Alright, so I hope this was helpful. In case you have any questions, please feel free to email us, right, with your queries. I'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. Till then, thank you and have a great day.